What's going on, guys? It's Connor from M Creek Renovations, and today I'll be installing a range hood over our stove. I've already laid it out, framed, and installed this actual hood part. Now I just need to go back over with drywall and do all like the finishing touches. At the end of the day, I'm trying to make it look like this. I think it's something that we can do. I'm just getting back from Home Depot. I bought 1/2" sheetrock along with corner bead. I went ahead and cut 2 pieces already. Now let's go ahead and install them. Now that the 2 pieces of sheetrock are attached to the side of the range hood, I purposely overhang the sheetrock about 1/2". Now I'm gonna cut it back so it's flush with the plywood. Now we're gonna attach another piece right here. So there's a couple ways you can go about cutting sheetrock. My preferred method is just a utility knife with a drywall T-square. I'm lining the T-square at the top, keeping nice pressure on it. I'm running the utility knife, just essentially scoring it. Don't expect to use this utility knife to cut all the way through the sheetrock. Then you go back and break it along the area that you just scored, and then you cut the back side of the paper. That's how you cut sheetrock. When the camera was off, I wired up the range hood, and it's pretty good. See how loud it is? This is the max. Not as loud as I thought. I'm gonna go ahead and mount this piece of sheetrock on the bottom side of the range hood, and then we can start applying the first coat of mud. We're gonna go ahead and mix up some mud with the 20-minute easy sand. This is the powder. I like this over the pre-mixed in a bucket because I feel like this lasts longer, and it's super easy. You just add a little bit of water, mix it all up, and it's good to go. Compared to the bucket, I don't know when I'm gonna use it again. Could be sitting there for a couple months and go bad, and then I gotta throw the whole bucket out. But this stuff's powderized, so as long as you keep it in like a dry area, it'll last a very long time. This is the consistency you're shooting for, something like that. Not too wet and not too dry, it's just right. This stuff is setting up extremely fast. I should have got the 45 instead of the 20-minute setup. You live and you learn. Losing it. Oh boy. The first coat's looking pretty rough. From the top of the ceiling, I needed to go back with just paper tape, and I did it on all 3 sides, but that 20-minute mud is starting to harden up, and I can't go back and forth, add water fast enough. So I'm gonna go to the store. There's a 45-minute mud and a 90-minute mud, and that'll buy me some more time to actually use it while I'm applying it. Yeah, so headed back to Home Depot probably for the 4th time today. That was definitely a rookie mistake. Just came back from Ace. I just picked up the 45-minute mud. I'm gonna go back over the areas where I just hit it with a 20-minute mud just to make sure that it's a good solid coat, and then we'll work on the corner beads. I got the corner bead set. Now I'm gonna hit it with this staple gun. It's not the prettiest staple job, but it'll do the trick. first coat of mud's installed. It's truly an art, and shout out to everybody who's a professional drywall finisher. I am nowhere near a professional, but we did our best. I'm gonna clock out tonight. Tomorrow we're gonna go in and sand it and then do another layer of mud. So stay tuned for that. And we're back. This is the next day. Let's go check on that range hood and see how the mud dried. There's definitely some spots that I laid on super thick, but this was at the same time where the mud actually was hardening up and I was trying to use as much as I could. Now I gotta sand down a lot of these high spots, 80 grit sanding block. Then I'm gonna come back and do another layer, let it dry, and then rinse and repeat until we get it to where it's nice and smooth. I sanded the first coat. Now I'm gonna go back with this corner bead and place it right on the outside so that it's a nice finished corner. I'll do the front and the other side. The second coat's on and drying right now. The game plan after this is I'm gonna let this dry, I'm gonna come back, sand it one more time, and then do a light skim coat over top. Let that dry, do a final sand, and then I'm gonna have my wife paint it, and I'll check in with you guys on the final result. I just finished up the final skim coat. It is currently 11:30. I'm gonna give it about 5 or 6 hours to dry. I'm gonna come back tonight, sand it one more time, and then call in the big guns, AKA my wife, to go in and paint it. Then I can show a final reveal at the very end. The closer just got here. Let's go check in on her. What's your game plan on how you're gonna tackle this?
So I'm picking the 2 colors, and that's how I've been like faux lime washing everything, but I think we're not having any shelves or anything else up in the wall, that I'm gonna pick one of those 2 colors and have that just not do the lime wash look, but it gives it just a little bit of dimension because there's gonna be nothing else on these walls as of now.
And she learned to cut in like that. I didn't show you how to cut in?
No. I'm the one with steady hands.
I have steady hands.
No.
Claire just finished painting the range hood and it turned out great. Now we can check this off our list and move back into our master bathroom and install our vanity. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.